Welcome into another edition of the Simple Mind Sports Show, where we talk all the latest and greatest in Boston sports. With me, as always, is Chief Bobby. Bobby, how are you?
I'm well, Raymond. How are you today?
I'm very well, and I'm Dr. Big Mac. And today we're going to talk about the Boston Celtics putting up record performances and have found their identity just in time for a playoff run, Bobby.
Yeah, let's hope so. Let's see how this goes.
And as we do every show, we're going to start with some opening takes, and we're going to let Bobby go first. So, Bobby, take it away.
It is March. It's 2026, and every March there is a fantastic event that we are all come to enjoy. And that what it is. I'm not talking about March Madness. No, that's Tournament of Champions on the Food Network. It's season fucking 7. That's started. Okay, this is the 7th annual event of culinary battles. It is on. Okay, fuck March Madness and college basketball. What you need to watch is Tournament of Champions. Well, these culinary gladiators, they get out there and they dice it up in the kitchen, and you enjoy that. Now that football's over, that's the next best thing. Fuck yeah.
A thing came up on my timeline the other day, and you were talking about this 3 years ago.
It's now my traditional early March opening take, and it gets you guys by storm every time.
I like it. What I don't like, Bobby, and I'll go with my opening take, is the whole Tatum. Is he coming back? Is he not? I get it. He's a superstar. He's probably the top 3 player in the NBA. Every week now we're going to hear this until he actually shows up, but we haven't heard from him. I just want him to come out and say, yes, I'm playing. I will be making my return. I don't know when, but it will be coming. Or no, I'm sitting out the rest of the season. I need a definitive answer because I can't keep going through this. Will he play? Will he not? Like, everyone's talking about tomorrow's game against the Hornets. Is he going to show up because he's a game time decision? Or now is it Friday? Or now is it March 14th? Or now is it March 25th? Just fucking tell us. Just fucking tell me when you're coming back. Stop playing with my emotions, please.
There's nothing worse than the drama.
That's all it is. It's all he wants the spotlight on him, which, I get it. You've been going through the rehab. You started your little documentary series, but I mean, just fucking tell us when you're coming. Just say, I am going to play this year. I don't know when, but I'm going to play, or say I'm not.
That's the most annoying thing about Jason Tatum is he is so, what's the word? He'll never come out and say what he wants, but what he wants attention, and he's just doing it by doing this instead of just coming out and getting his attention and just talking and being out there. He's so like, I don't know, like what the word is, anticlimactic or
sounds like
anti-confrontation.
Sounds like my wife, Bobby. So today on the show rundown, we have Celtics are dominating Patriots offseason talk because obviously Rich isn't here and Bobby is. So we're going to talk some Patriots. 10 questions from a guy named Rob. This or that with Chief Bobby. And we'll finish the show with Simplest Minds of the Week. So welcome into the show, March 3rd. Here we go. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something troubling on my mind. I got something. And before we get started, Bobby, if you're watching on YouTube, please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends, tell your mothers, and tell them to go down to 250 Grand Street, where you can go to I Love Boston Sports and get all your Celtics apparel because they have a new line coming out just in time before the playoff run. So go down there, check them out, 250 Grand Street, Braintree, Massachusetts. Bobby, Celtics are dominating. They first took a win over the Bucks, 108-81. Game before that, they beat the 76ers on a night everyone thought Tatum was coming back, 114-98. Oh, and then they did that again. They had a record-breaking night against the Nets Friday. They set an NBA record for single game effective field goal percentage, 80.8%, and true shooting percentage, 82.6%. No clue what the fuck any of that is. In a 148-111 win against the Brooklyn Nets. They shot 66.7% from the floor, making one of the most efficient shooting performances in league history. Bobby, I ask you, is this the best week performance we have seen from our Boston Celtics?
No, only if what they were going for was a nerd's wet dream. They got it. All those stats and saying they were the best or this or that. I think even last March, what was it? They had their first ever complete 6-0 West Coast road trip. I think that's even a better week than this. Who cares about nerd stats? I mean, everybody knows when you go on the long West Coast trips that's when you drop games, but instead they went out there and strong dicked every team on the West Coast. So give me that.
I mean, shooting percentage, shooting wise, I mean, if they can do this consistently, not breaking records, obviously, but this is what you want to see from this team.
That sounds like Joe Mazzulla talk to me.
Yeah, because it's just embedded into us now. Like he's been here for that long that it's just embedded into your whole system that you want them to shoot the threes. You know, if they're not falling, keep shooting. They're eventually gonna fall, and that's what he wanted them to do against the Nets that night. So
it isn't something I can get behind. Where that if you're going for a stat, going for that to win the game, that isn't how I think basketball should be played. But I understand that's how they do it.
I'd rather have them win a game by like 50 points and not let them score over 80, like beat them 125 to 75. You know, that'd be sweet. That'd be something very eye opening and saying, oh, well, shit, they're actually playing defense. The whole scoring thing, the whole scoring narrative, I don't like it. I don't like it one bit.
No. I mean, I don't want to turn this onto a condemnation of current NBA basketball, but no, I would rather watch the game decided by athletes playing in one-on-one competition throughout the game, other than a passing shooting contest.
And that's all it is because they just go down the court, shoot a three, miss it. Okay, next team goes down. They go down, shoot three, miss. All right, we're going to continue this back and forth. It's like playing Pong. They just go back and forth with 3-point shots.
I can't even blame it on the kids learning to do it. When we played, all we did was want to jack threes anyway. But we still actually played basketball.
They wouldn't let us, though. They wouldn't let us.
Well, I mean, when we played on our own,
Yeah, when we played on our own.
First of all, our high school coaches we did whatever the fuck we wanted. If I wanted to shoot a three, I was jacking it. Okay?
You were jacking it, that's for sure.
Yeah, I was. You're goddamn right.
Of jacking it during this run, Payton Pritchard has been doing what he does best, and that's coming off the bench, being a sixth man. Has this team finally found its identity, Bobby?
They have a formula that they should stick to for right now. Yes. How long this formula is going to work until Tatum comes back and cock blocks the whole thing. Yeah, I mean, it's working for him right now. Yes, Mazzulla deserves some credit and then finding a way to make this what they have work right now. But I mean, let's see him figure it out when Tatum does come back. He's obviously coming back. He's sitting here around. He's flirting on the cusp of his attention. He wants it. He doesn't know when.
Yeah, but also Kate has been playing out of his mind right now.
Kate is ridiculous, and also the draft pick. He's been playing great. All of a sudden, he looks like he could play.
Ugo Gonzalez.
Ugo, yes.
He had a stat line where he pretty much filled up the whole stat line the other night against the Bucks, and he was guarding Giannis, and it was like, "Fuck, this is cool." See, like
I know,
19-year-old kid going against Giannis. I'm like, sweet.
Yeah, he looked like he had a pair. I'll never say he doesn't look like he isn't up for the competition. He looks like he's got the heart. It's just whether or not he's got the talent. He looks like he's an athlete, but it's just whether or not he has the basketball talent.
Yeah, but Brad Stevens is the ultimate GM of all of New England. Like that guy can identify talent and know what works of his team. Like he's just brought in. I mean, Vucevic came in here and he's been playing pretty well. You know, Keita, we laughed at why you keeping one guy like that. You know, like trade him too with the rest of the guys you traded. But he stays and he's been dominant right now. So yeah, they've developed some guys. Even Shireman, Walsh, some of these guys, like they're lower end picks, but they're like NBA role players, you could say. Like they've developed roles. Payton Pritchard, like with the lower end picks that they've brought in, they've identified traits in players and developed them into role players on the team. So they Stevens deserves credit for it. And whoever the staff is that's responsible for actually developing these players also deserve credit. Oh, hell yeah. So, Bobby, like you said, they have found their identity, but let's throw in one of the best players in the world since that's all we're going to hear every week until Tatum comes back. Bill Simmons is reporting that Tatum will make his return Friday night at home against the Mavs. Bobby, are you getting tired of this yet?
I've been tired of it. Absolutely. If he's targeting this day, so he's targeting a March 6th return. To me, that seems early. Seems real early, doesn't it to you?
Very early.
Yeah. I think that's a little bit unnecessary. Now, if we're talking about him coming out on Tatum's return and playing 10 minutes and basically just doing some garbage duty, whatever. But to me, I mean, I think if anything, I would just take the last 5 games of the season, the last week of the season, just get your legs underneath you, and then even still just easing it into it in the first series. Like it isn't worth it for him re-injuring this. And especially how the team has it. But March 6th seems really early considering he injured himself in May.
Well,
it was June.
It was like the end of May or beginning.
End of May,
end of May.
Yeah, where he tore his Achilles.
Yeah. Actually, middle of May, I think, because they lost second round against the Knicks. He came out in his documentary, and the doctor pretty much said, like, you will be the same person you were when you come back. Like, there will be no hiccup in your game. Like, your ankle looks great, all that. Obviously, you get game time underneath you because obviously you're gonna get sore from running up and down the court. Obviously, you're training, but obviously when you go on the court, it's different when you're playing 5-on-5 instead of just training with the trainer and taking breaks when you want to. So, all this to say, he comes back. The biggest problem with all of it is what happens if the Celtics start to struggle with him in the lineup.
They're just going to have to plow through it. I mean, you can't bet. You're not going to take it out on Tatum that he's returning. That's where it's going to be on coaching and why it's going to be hard for them to find the new way to do it. It's going to be on Jaylen Brown if he wants to acquiesce and change what he's been doing all season. So, yeah. But I mean, one thing you're not going to blame it on Tatum, are you? Why would you do that?
No, but you're gonna have to find some other scapegoat. I mean, we're gonna shit on Missoula if that happens. That's who our scapegoat will be.
He's
but
the fucking problem.
Who will the media, go after? Will it be Jaylen Brown being like, oh, obviously he can't take the spotlight off of him and he can't share the ball? It's something's going to be like that. It's going to be a narrative towards Jaylen doesn't want to give up his power right now and give it to Jason. And that's why they're struggling. I can see it now. I can see the headlines. They lose like 2 in a row, 3 in a row. That's what the narrative is going to be, is Jaylen can't give up the spotlight to Jason. And that's why they're on this little bit of a funk.
It'll 100% be that if they're out there and he is still being ball dominant and refusing to kind of go back to like what they did. What I hope and pray is that they'll actually look at it and see the inability of Missoula to, coach on the fly instead of just saying, okay, we're going to go by the numbers here with the nerds and have to actually manage the personalities and the intricacies involved, because that's what real man management is. And he's not doing that.
No, not at all. But you're going to have to figure that out because he is coming back. Like it or not, he's coming back. And as right now, the depth problem seems to have gone away. Putting Pritchard back on the bench and having either Vucevic or Keita coming off the bench has been working out. I like it. I thought they had the weakest front court in the NBA. Now they probably have, they're in the middle of the pack. I'm not going to say top 10, but they're in the middle of the pack right now. You continue doing that, trading off Keita and Vucevic off the bench.
Yeah, of course. Absolutely. No, I wouldn't change that. No, they're not frontline players. No, I would do the same thing.
Who goes to the bench then if Tatum comes back? You got Shireman or Hauser. You think Tatum's going to go to the bench?
No. I wouldn't start Tatum on that. If Tatum is playing, he gets the respect of starting. Like we talked about it before. It doesn't matter what the minutes. If Tatum is active, he starts. He only plays 20 minutes, and then one of those other guys actually end up playing more. But you take Hauser, you pat him right on his butt, and you say, "Sit right here, son." You goddamn right. Hauser sits.
If Tatum comes back, that's a pretty deep lineup you got there. You got either Shireman or Hauser coming off the bench. You got Pritchard back in the 6-man role. You got Vucevic or Keita coming off the bench. It's not that bad, and
it's a legitimate team. I question a little bit of the toughness still, whether or not they have that. Missing Al Horford, he really did provide a lot of that. We'll wait to see what it looks like.
Keita's been doing that, though. You got to admit, he has been. He's not like an Al Horford type shooter. He is that physical player, though, with the pick and roll.
He's physical in how he plays, but does he have a physical presence?
I got you.
That's what I'm saying. Al Horford provided that. It wasn't even just, it was in mentality and in his veteran leadership. So that sort of a presence, I will wait and see if his energy and the way he does play actually comes across in the playoffs. Mm-hmm. We'll see. But that is something that, when they start to play real basketball, we'll see how it goes.
That real basketball is like 22 games away right now, I think.
Can't wait.
22 games till the playoff starts. So
can't wait for real basketball.
It's coming up pretty goddamn quick, Bobby. So we'll look to see if Tatum comes back this week. If not, March 14th is the other big date. I guess it's the area code for St. Louis where he grew up, and there's some other shit. I guess he got hurt at 3:14 left in the quarter, and then his first video was 3:14, 3 minutes and 14 seconds long. So a lot of 3:14
astrology or something. That sounds so dumb.
Yeah, I think he is. I think he's big into it. So we shall see. So maybe by next week when we record with Rich, he will have come back, and we can talk all about that. But until then, I'm going to throw it to headlines with the obvious one. Nah, thank you there, Richard. The Celtics are streaking and spoiling parties. Celtics ruined Giannis Antetokounmpo's return with a 108-81 beatdown. Payton Pritchard led all scorers with 25 points off the bench. And according to Bill Simmons, Jason Tatum could be making his Celtics debut Friday night at home against the Dallas Mavericks. We shall see. The Bruins play Tuesday night at home against a Sidney Crosby-less Pittsburgh Penguins team. Bruins currently 5th in the Atlantic Conference, but are the second wild card team in the AHL playoffs. The Red Sox continue spring training, and after every video we post about this team, fans think ownership is doing a great job, and this is a World Series team. People are fucking dumb. And apparently, we may not have any summer basketball, as the WNBA has till March 10th to sign a new collective bargaining agreement. Whatever will Bobby do this summer? This has been This has been Headlines with the Obvious One. Back to you, Richard.